Well, boys and girls, what do you see in front of me? What do you see? So I'm taking this baby out for a test ride, and I figure I might as well talk to you guys about it while I'm doing it. So yeah, now I'll tell you right now, this doesn't mean anything, so don't get your hopes up, but it does mean that I'm taking this out for a test ride. There's obviously some things that interest me about this bike, so here we go. And it is a brand new bike. It actually literally has like 5 kilometers on it, like 5 kilometers. So yeah, let's go. Ooh, she's a little jumpy compared to, yeah. So let's just go through here. She definitely has a little bit more, you know. She is a new bike, so obviously, you know. But she feels nice though, holy smokes. Oh wow, 40 kilometers an hour. I didn't even switch out of first gear yet. That's new for me. That's because I have, you know, a Ninja 300, so. The thing with new bikes, these brakes. Oh, I should probably adjust this. Yes. Oh, wait. Neutral. And I love the Kawasaki mirrors, boys and girls. I always have. They're so, I don't know, actually useful compared to some of the other bikes I've sat on. Of course, naturally, I'm gonna see like traffic everywhere, and I gotta take it easy with the bike a little bit. It is a brand spanking new bike. Like I said, 5 kilometers on it, so the tires are still pretty, you know, new. Ooh, wow. There's definitely a lot of vibration on the bike, but it's very comfortable. Not vibration, like there's not a lot of vibration, it's just very, what am I gonna call this? Different. I'm not used to this. Okay? Okay? Woo, she's got a pickup, so that's good. She's very comfortable. Now this is actually, you know, the Kawasaki 650. I like this. This is the 2017 model especially. This is when they made a little bit of a redesign. It's a much lighter bike compared to the previous 650, and it's just there's a lot of good things to say about it. So I've been doing my research. Obviously, being somebody on YouTube, I've definitely spent some time on YouTube, just talking, you know, having a chance to kind of get some information on the bike, pretty much from everyone else who's pretty much ridden it, just so I have a better idea if it's something that might interest me. I would like to say, by the way, guys, very special thanks to Burnaby Kawasaki for letting me take this bike out. Ultimately, it's one of those things where if you don't ride, you won't know what you like, and you need to ride a bike to understand it. You need to buy, you know, to see how it feels, how everything feels on her. And this bike, I can reach it, I can flat foot it, which is really nice. The suspension is quite smooth, so that works for me, because with a little bit of the urban explorations I do, you know, a soft suspension allows me to just kind of chill, and that makes a huge difference, you know. Now there's obviously a little bit of traffic, so I'm not gonna push too much on the bike. I'm basically riding this bike right now as I would under a regular circumstance, and that's kind of the idea here. I just want to see, you know, what the bike is capable of doing for my everyday needs and or wants. So yeah, she feels extremely light. Like, I mean, you can't tell that this is a heavier bike than my 300. And it's very smooth. It's stupid smooth, actually. Well, I gotta tell you guys, I can't say anything bad right now. Ooh, the engine braking is nice too. This is crazy because, you know, the speed limit here is 50 kilometers an hour, and this bike basically can do 50 kilometers in first gear, although you don't want to really do that. But second gear very comfortably. Well, that prevents me from having to consistently change gears, so that's kind of cool. Oh my god, I just realized this is actually my very first bike review of any bike. I mean, aside from my 300. So that's kind of cool. You guys get to see, you know, a whole different side to this. Cool. Definitely very nimble. I am being careful, guys. Like I said, it is a new bike, new tires, so I don't want to, you know, do anything stupid. But yeah, I gotta tell you, I'm quite impressed actually with this bike right now. Feels very nice. Wow. I mean, this bike caught my attention the very first time at it was at the motorcycle show, the one we went to in 2017, and you know, it was the first motorcycle show that we went to as well. And this bike just somehow, it caught both myself and Mrs. K's attention. And I gotta tell you, it, you know, ever since that day we've been kind of looking at, okay, well, this is one of those bikes that has to be looked at more seriously, especially when, you know, for somebody like me, because I am a little bit picky, and I do want to go into more different types of rides. And the 300 is an amazing bike, guys, but it just simply doesn't have the power to do certain little things. And don't get me wrong, it's plenty of a bike for your everyday scenario. But if you're gonna go out to meetups, you simply can't keep up with a lot of the people, especially if you're gonna do a highway ride. Now this bike is kind of what that can't do, is what this technically I'm hoping will do, and that is just to be able to allow me to keep up with people and allow me to just kind of mess around without, you know, killing myself. So yeah. Ooh, good brakes. Very nice. Oh, and the coolest thing, this actually has a gear indicator too, with a digital gauge, a fuel gauge. So that's kind of cool. Ooh, that instant pickup. Oh, definitely nice. Oh, this is very nice. And extremely comfortable too, in terms of the, just, you know, it is an upright position. Very, very comfortable, very responsive. Guys, you know, I don't know, I gotta say, this is actually a very, very interesting bike. I didn't expect something quite this good. I do have a little bit of a one thing about it I'm not sure if I like, and that is I can feel the vibration right now quite a lot right through the tank. So there is definitely a lot of vibration, but the pickup, yeah, it's there. So there is definitely pickup. There's definitely a lot, you know, you can you have a lot of room to play with, and very nice. I'm a little bit surprised, I have to admit. Yeah, what are you doing? People. So yeah, wow, okay. I don't know if that vibration is just you know, it's just part of that whole breaking in thing, or is that, you know, something that's going to be consistent, because if the bike is going to keep vibrating the way it's vibrating, it's going to be annoying. She definitely has a little bit of a pickup. The throttle is a little bit touchy, but not too bad. Remember, this thing does have a slipper clutch, so it definitely has, you know, it does have room to kind of mess around with and control your bike a lot better. Wow. She definitely just wants to go, so that's nice. Now, to be honest with you guys, like the suspension on this thing, it's basically like air cushion. It, like, there's a lot of room, there's a nice smoothness to the road. Like, even when I go over the bumps, it doesn't feel harsh, it doesn't feel, you know, annoying, but rather it just has a nice, you know, you can feel like the bike is absorbing all this. So it's pretty good. So far so good. Good job. Oh, people. I don't know why it's so hard for people to just stay in their darn lanes. Yeah, look at it, it's still going over. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but look at the vibration there. Like, there's a lot of vibration coming off this bike. And oops, I just stalled it. And I'm not used to all this type of vibration. The 300 does not have this vibration. And I have to take into consideration that I'm also doing motovlogs, so I'll probably have the camera over here somewhere, the front-facing camera. And if I cannot put it off this, because the vibration, like if I put my hand here right now, it's like a little zapper, you know. So there's obviously a lot of vibration coming through the bike, and that kind of makes me think about it, like the vibration, like I said, I can feel it right through the tank into my crotch. So I guess for women, they would absolutely love this bike. But I'm not sure how much I like the bike for the pure vibration aspect of it. I love everything else about it though. There's a lot of good stuff I can say about this bike. I love the instant pickup, so that's pretty nice, you know, just having to be able to just go. And like I said, I'm not gonna push this bike right now because first of all, it's not mine, it doesn't belong to me, and out of respect for Kawasaki and, you know, the dealership, you don't mess with the bikes. You're taking it out for a test ride, you're not out there to race it. And then did you see that? Holy smokes, she was target fixated on the motorcycle, the sexy motorcycle, because this is a sexy bike. It actually looks amazing. I gotta say, it's very comfortable. I mean, I haven't ridden it much now, but for the little time I have been riding it so far, I am very impressed with the bike. I do have really a lot of good things to say about this bike. I love the riding position. It's not too high and it's not too low. It just seems like it's right. The gauge system is really, really nice. I like it simple, it's straightforward. The bars the way they are. The mirrors, as always, I love the Kawasaki mirrors. It's great. The suspension though, guys, I mean, the suspension on this thing is like air. It's unbelievable. The vibration, that's something else entirely. I'm not a big fan of that. But aside from the vibration, I gotta say there's a lot of good things to say. And I love the fact that all the levers are adjustable, standard. So, you know, I mean, honestly, this is just an absolutely great bike. I have to tell you, you know, we had a feeling about this bike back in February, and both Mrs. K and myself. So who knows? This may be one of the options you guys we might choose for later on. And I love it because it really is very, very nimble. I mean, it just doesn't feel like any bigger than the 300. Honestly, it really doesn't. It actually feels about the same as the 300. Although I have to tell you, the 300 has a heck of a lot less vibration than this thing does. There you go. I really hope you guys like this. I've never done a real review, especially on a bike that wasn't mine. This is a first impressions video, guys, and you know, good job on signaling, dude. As far as first impression videos goes, I have to say I'm quite impressed with the bike. Like I said, my only pet peeve about it is the little bit of that actually it's not a little bit, it's quite a bit of vibration. But again, that could be because the bike is brand new, so I'm not sure about that. I can ask the dealership about it. But aside from that, it's a good, nice bike. And it's stable too. Like, look at those bars, they're not, wow. Okay then, this is definitely one to consider. Oh, nice turn. Wow. Now that is what I call a smooth turn. Okay, I gotta tell you guys, I'm actually really liking this bike right now. Okay, since we came to a stop, so let's talk about this bike. Oh, that's cool. So let's talk about this bike, boys and girls. Hey, that was a bee. Get away from me. I hate bees. What can I tell you guys? It really is as straightforward as this whole thing gets. So Kawasaki 650, and this is the 2017 model, so it is actually been redesigned. I do love the new design on it. The fairings, everything looks really, really beautiful on this bike. And it's simple, it's straightforward, it's not complicated. So I gotta tell you, I am, of course, with ABS too. Now that windscreen is movable, although I believe it's with an Allen key. You just have to loosen it up and then, move it up and down. So it is a great bike for touring, especially where, me doing my little adventures. I love the color. Of course, as many of you guys know, I am a huge fan of black, and this is as black as it gets. That's my bike. Now, I love the tail lights too. I don't know how well the camera is going to pick it up. The X, that's cool. So, yeah. Well, there you go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. So, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to have to say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And who knows? This might be the next bike I'm going to ride.